What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing my custom Methuselah from Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019. If the camera will focus, there we go, so y'all can see all of his glory. But yeah, Methuselah is a living mountain. And I guess Kitty wanted to come and join the video. Compared to these minifigures, she looks like a titan, don't she? Don't eat me! Alright, back to where we were at. Methuselah is the oldest titan in the Monsterverse. I do not have, so I'm going to go over his articulation real quick, and that is just right here at the tail. Tail can rotate and can swivel back and forth. But because when I first did him, I didn't make room for the part right here, because I was just learning. So it's kind of loose inside, but once I get in right spots, it will move better. But it's kind of better keep it at an angle, because then it won't be tipping over slightly, because the tail is a little bit longer than what I think I got the right length. But with the figure how it is, when I rotate it and don't move it back, it kind of raises its back legs up. It looks like it's going to tip over. So I kind of like keeping it right here. But that is all the movement. And what I used to make Methuselah is milliput I used for his back. Well, there's two milliput. Sorry about that. I was getting a little tongue-tied for a second there, but I'll use Milliput 2 epoxy clay, and y'all probably seen me use it in other videos, but I use that for his back, the siding right here between the arms and legs, and for his underbelly. And for the horns, I used it. Now for the parts that I used to make him, I used the mostly it's made from Jurassic Park minifigures. Instead, the tail was made from a prehistoric turtle from a sea monster pack that I got at Michael's. And the arm is from a Triceratops from Jurassic Park minifigures. The leg is from what was it again? A Stegosaurus. Sorry about that. It's been a while since I made this figure, so I'm trying to remember what I used. I had everything written down, but I forgot where I set the paper. The body, like the body part right here, and the head is from Ankylosaur, or the armor dinosaur. Hopefully I said his name right. But yeah, Methuselah came out looking pretty good. And if you want to know how to paint, if you paint yours or really see what parts, as I go a little bit more in detail with that in his video where I custom painted him. He was going to get an actual video showing how to make him, but because I was just starting off, I kind of made too many mistakes, and that's why his video kind of was just doing the repainting. But he did end up coming out alright, especially his back, if I can get the camera to focus on it. You can see like all the little details in the rocks that I've done to it. And I had to go out and find a really small Dremel piece to do all these details on his back to get it kind of looking like rocks or like a mountain cliff. But yeah, Methuselah is like I said earlier, the oldest Titan in the MonsterVerse. So that I guess, and that's why he had white eyes, showing that he was mostly blind. I don't know. That's something that they never really clarified. If that's why his eyes were white, or were they just a whitish grayish, just being his color, I guess, because of being like a rock monster, having rocks and stuff made growing off of you, protecting his eyes from being stabbed by his own self. Don't know. That would be neat to know, though. But yeah, if you want to know how large Methuselah is, I will. Y'all probably have seen him in other videos of mine, mostly in the stop motion, but I have the Godzilla from 2019, King of the Monsters, right here that he scales with. Since Godzilla is 393 or 94 feet tall, Methuselah was just slightly over 300 feet. So that is more, if you go from the top of his back right here upwards, that is about the right scaling. But I think he came out looking good. Mostly, we don't really get a good scaling of him with Godzilla because he's mostly like, when you, at the end of the movie, Methuselah mostly stood like way back here and Godzilla was right here with Rodan. So if you kind of put him like this far back and him right here, it looks about where he was in the movie. Bring him back. So, but yeah, this was one of the earlier customs I've done. That's why I'm kind of trying to remember what parts I used and how I did them. But yeah, he was a good figure and everything else. I just kind of wish I would have done a little bit of movement in the arms when I did the clay, but that was kind of my mistake because I didn't, well, it was just earlier or in my customing type thing. I do have Behemoth. You know what, I'm going to go get Behemoth and stand him beside him so y'all can see. Alright, I'm back and I have my custom Behemoth, and y'all, if y'all haven't yet, go check out his review where I go over all of him. But these two are the ones that were in the movie. I figure I'd go get him so y'all can see a little bit better scaling. Alright, move Behemoth out the way. But yeah, I do like how he came out. He did take me a little while to do because of the back being like a mountain. But yeah, before I end this video, I have a question for all of y'all. If Methuselah is older than all the other Titans, like he was mostly the first Titan, how they're going through with the movie lore of this Methuselah, was he an Alpha Titan back when he was younger in his heydays? And he was just challenged to give up the Alpha position? Or did he just get too old and one of the other monsters took over that spot, or the Raylans to call themselves the Alpha? That is a good question, because since he's the oldest, he would be like, you would think since he was older and was around longer, he was an Alpha Titan, since he's still walking around but just kind of gave it up. give y'all a little bit of look of him without me talking about him, so y'all can see all the glory of Methuselah. Now I might do a bigger figure of him one day, but I'm not sure when that will happen. But at least I have a mini figure of him, and I'm just as happy with this. But I don't know. One day there might be larger figures coming our way. But yeah, I'm going to call the video here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see everybody in the next video.